The word father includes a rather wide spectrum, ranging from mere paterfamilias, little more than a chromosome donor, to the man who raised you to be a man by being your greatest fan, your role model, your source of wisdom, your dad. My dad was 20 years old when I was born. He and my mom had been married almost a year, and they were starting to make a go at this family thing. Ever since, he hasn't stopped supporting that mission, and then some. When I turned 7, he and my mom, now seemingly fearless in their ambition, moved our family from small-town Mississippi to California, the land of opportunity, with no job lined up beforehand, but a U-Haul full of furniture, a few $1,000s in savings, and a fistful of determination and will to provision a better life for themselves and us kids. In no time, he was championing the aerospace industry, paving a lifelong career in engineering. He taught me to play catch, and I grew to love baseball. He led by example on how to take an adventure, summoning my brother and I out of bed at 4 a.m. to make the 3-hour drive to Yosemite, arrive a little after daybreak, and spend all day hiking some of the most amazing mountains I've ever set foot on. He forged in me a love and respect for the outdoors, inspired me to get into photography, and has encouraged and cheered me in those endeavors ever since. He truly knows how to work hard and play hard and help people in any way he can. He taught me to change a tire, change the oil of my car, and taught me to drive a stick shift. And recently, teaching my own son to drive and realizing the terror in letting a teenage boy get behind the wheel of a car for the first time. Looking back, I can only admire his calm, collected demeanor when I was that boy learning to drive. I only wish I could have given my son the same experience instead of the panicky spurts of verbal cautions and demands which I spewed from the passenger seat as we rolled down the road. The moment my son was born, 17 years ago, in that delivery room, the doctor I was standing next to asked if I would like to cut the umbilical cord, to which I obliged, and when I did, I instantly felt an emotional wave wash over me. A stark epiphany where I suddenly understood everything my dad had ever done, every sacrifice he made for his family, every hour of overtime he worked, every ball game he made it to after a long day at the office, and then, without batting an eye, he would spend the weekends ensuring our lives were even richer with new experience. I have since vowed to always try to be the dad that my dad is. So, 60 years ago today, a great man was born. He is my father. He is my dad. And I still admire him. What he stands for, what he does, how he loves, how he champions life. All that I still admire with the same childlike awe I did when I was a young tot hanging around under his feet while he tinkered under the hood of the family car. He taught me to be a dad without even realizing it. I feel extremely blessed and fortunate to have his guidance and love from day one of my life to now, and I can only hope to extend that to my own children. Happy birthday, Dad. Cheers, and thank you. See you tomorrow.